been implementing this since 2021?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Could you please submit to this committee a report of how many social media influencers have been tapped by BIR?
Yes, Mr. Chair. We will submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just a clarification again sa YouTube. Paano nagkakaroon ng monetization? It may require number of views, shares, hours. At least educate us. But how do they monetize that?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, let me just share some of the requirements for the YouTube Partnership Program. So, number one, definitely the first is to follow the YouTube channel monetization policies. Some of it I've provided. In terms of technical eligibility, so the requirement is number one, get 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. So again, 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months.
Okay, question. So, assuming I put up my own YouTube channel, is that what you call it?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
And then I must have, what, 1,000 subscribers?
That's the first step.
And 4,000 hours of?
4,000 valid public watch hours. And when we say this, Mr. Chair, kasi for example, if your watch hours are bots, then that would not be a valid public watch hour. If you're trying to game the system,
would you be able to determine whether these are bots or not?
So YouTube would have the necessary technical capabilities.
So you have the technical capability.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, ang tanong next question, ano naman ang accountability halimbawa ng YouTube? Assuming that your channel is being used as a purveyor of fake news, and then you discover that merong anong accountability ng platform?
So, Mr. Chair, I guess depends on the jurisdiction that would be concerned. So, for example, Mr. Chair, if it's of course, Mr. Chair, it would be different if the channel is in the United States versus in Singapore, for example, which has OFMA, as discussed in the previous hearing. So, Mr. Chair, depends on the laws in the jurisdiction of the channel concerned.
And it's like, it's as if you're saying that we're helpless in trying to impose accountability to the platform kapag ito ay fraud. No?
No, Mr. Chair, no naman. I'll give an example, Mr. Chair. The Philippines passed a law against OSAIC, expanded OSAIC law. And on the expanded OSAIC law, there are specific platform obligations on that law. And so in that specific expanded OSAIC law, it imposes liability and accountability on the platforms that could host OSAIC content.
Okay. For those companies that advertise sa YouTube, do they pay you? Do they pay YouTube?
They pay YouTube, the platform operator. Yes, sir. Yes,
So they
Mr.
do.
Chair. Yes,
So
sir.
assuming a company of Congressman Marcoleta advertises in your platform, they should pay you. They must pay you.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And do you pay taxes for that?
So Google as a company, so of course the mother company, Google LLC. So every Google entity pays the proper taxes in the jurisdiction where it operates.
So in that case, you're paying taxes to the BIR.
For every Google entity, it pays the taxes, the correct legal taxes in the country. So for the Philippines,
Yes or no?
Yes,
or no?
yes.
Yes, you're paying. So you
Yes.
have records of paying tax payments to our BIR.
Yes.
Okay, BIR, is that true? Can you monitor how many ads that the platform actually gains? BIR? Parang kayo mismo, hindi nyo alam eh. Ano ba naman? Ayan, use the mic beside you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Chair, insofar as the ad revenue specifically,
So you monitor how many ads, magkano payments nila, and you have that record sa BIR.
no, Mr. Chair, unfortunately.
Paano yun? Yes, sige, attorney.
Mr. Chair, just to clarify, so Google, the entities in the Philippines, Google Philippines, and other entities in the Philippines, they do not own nor operate the YouTube platform. And so that's why the taxes that we pay to the BIR are the ones only proper to the local entities, so not the advertising. So the advertising is done not by the platform is not operated by the local entity.
But you make money out of the ads that are being shown in the channel, right? Sa platform yun.
Google NLC does.
Yes,
The-
just my example is that when, let's say, the company of Congressman Marcoleta magkaroon ng ads sa inyo, he has to pay.
Mr. Chair, not Google Philippines, not Google Philippines.
So who does he pay?
Mr. Chair, that's a very legitimate area of inquiry, but that's a different matter altogether.
No, Mr. Chair, with
We're
all
about
due
to
respect to
discuss
my
abusive platforms.
with all due respect to my senator, Mr. Chair, the reason why I asked that, this is a relevant issue because we are contemplating on maybe perhaps asking all the social media platforms to secure a franchise in this Congress, because we want to make sure that it's not just the platforms who make money, but also the Philippine government. That's one. Number two, if you are under the franchise of this government, then you will toe the line. Sorry, I do not mean toe the line. Meaning, you will be subject to the regulations and then the rules that will be imposed under this law. And I think, I'm pretty sure that no less than our Senator Marcoleta will be more than willing to author that kind of a law. Mr. Chairman.
Before we proceed further, please allow the chair to recognize the presence online of the following members of the committee. The Honorable Celso Regencia, the